and let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Everybody ready? All right. Billy, B-I-L-L-Y, Cordell, C-O-R-D-E-L-L, and the Chief of Police in Burleson. I'm going to have a quick press release with an incident that occurred this morning. At approximately 4:15 a.m. this morning, a Burleson police officer made a traffic stop in the 1100 block of Hillside Drive just up the road from the Burleson Police Department. The officer approached the vehicle on the passenger side. About the time he got to the passenger door, multiple shots were fired by one of the three occupants inside the vehicle. The officer was struck multiple times. He was transported to John Peter Smith Hospital by another officer and is undergoing evaluation at this point. I don't have an updated condition on the officer at this point. The suspects then fled that scene, and they drove to John Jones and turned back south on John Jones, where they abandoned the vehicle in the 700 block of John Jones. The vehicle is damaged with fire. I'm not exactly sure if it was the engine caught on fire, if they tried to set it on fire. We don't know the details of that just at this point. But the suspects, at least 3 suspects have fled, and we are following up on several promising leads at this time to be able to locate and apprehend the suspects. We've asked the Texas Rangers to come in and conduct the investigation. Rangers are on the scene, and the 2 scenes are being processed, and we will work with them for the criminal investigation in this case. So subsequent press releases, we may do some here, but a lot of this is going to transition over into DPS for any media releases. We did and do have video from body cams and vehicle cams, but I doubt that that's going to be released at this time. Any questions I can answer for you?
We saw police officers knocking on neighbors' doors. Are you guys asking the neighbors to take their cameras as well?
Absolutely. We do as we would do in any investigation. We'll canvass the area. We're following up on the vehicle information. We do have some very promising leads and have multiple people from different agencies that are assisting us in this endeavor to be able to locate any suspects and get them into custody. If we have any witnesses, any information, they have video on that, we would ask them to call Burleson 911 to report that. We can route that to the investigative unit to follow up on. So any witnesses that want to report that, certainly the suspects, we would welcome them contacting us and turning themselves in at the Burleson Police Department. But we are going to actively pursue them and pursuing several leads at this time to get them in custody.
Do we know if the officer returned fire?
We're still sorting through that. We believe so, but we're still sorting through that and not able to release any further information on it this time.
Do you know the reason for the traffic stop?
I do not know the reason. I do not know the reason for the traffic stop at this point. He's being evaluated by doctors. We haven't been able to get in depth with him on an interview.
On where the vehicle was abandoned, was on northwest John Jones or southeast John Jones?
Be southeast John Jones, right across from the service center and our animal control location out there. So left on John Jones up here.
The officer's body armor, did it provide any protection to him? Do you know where he was struck?
Yeah, he was struck multiple times. The vest did provide some protection. Again, it's preliminary, so I'm not ready to release any information on exactly what the injuries are and what he sustained.
Would you describe his injuries now as life-threatening?
Again, I'm not sure. He was talking on the scene, but as far as the extent, we've got to wait till the doctors get in there, and I have not heard back from the hospital yet.
Have you talked to the officer that transported him? Did he share any details of the ride?
Yeah, we did talk. We did talk to him, and mostly that was about transporting and how he was doing, things like that. So again, our investigators and the Rangers are going to follow up with them to do interviews. So I've got very limited information on that.
Okay, you can't share anything about the drive and how the officer that was injured was doing or anything?
No, I mean, again, we didn't talk that details. He just said I transported him up here and got him there, and it was that quick of a conversation with him. So, yeah.
Chief, is the Rangers the only one outside of help you're getting at this point?
No, we've got multiple agencies, as you would expect in an agency our size. We've had, Johnson County, Crowley, Mansfield, Fort Worth has been out, and I apologize if I'm missing anyone. At this point, our STOP task force is here helping. Of course, we've got all of our resources at the table as well. DPS will bring in some additional help to process the crime scenes. They've got some abilities to do things that we don't have, certainly personnel-wise, things like that. So there's multiple agencies, and I appreciate every one of them. I've received multiple calls concerned about our officers' well-being, and you know, our thoughts and prayers are with him, and we'd ask our community to be praying for him as well.
Is it known by any chance how long the officer that was injured has been with the department?
I don't know offhand. I want to say it's 4 years maybe. He was hired since I started here, and I'm coming up on my 7th anniversary, so 3 to 4 years. He works our midnight shift.
One last question for me. Description of these suspects.
Yeah, we've got what we have seen on video is that we've got 2 white males and a white female. There may be others that we don't know about, but right now 2 white males and a white female were in the vehicle.
Approximate ages or anything? Or
I don't know. There's on body cam, but I just don't know yet. And like I said, we've got some promising leads we're following up on and hope to be able to locate them. So we're working on that. All right. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate you following up on this.